pizza. So type it for me in the chat box. Make your own pizza. Make your own pizza. Is that what everybody is seeing on the screen? Make your own pizza. Where's my monitor screen? So, okay. Type it for me in the chat box. Make your own pizza. Make your own pizza. Is that what everybody is seeing on the screen? Make your own pizza. Where's my monitor screen? So, okay. Type it for me in the chat box. Make your own pizza. Make your own pizza. Is that what everybody is seeing? Okay, sorry for that. I'm live streaming on the same machine, so it's speaking my voice. I'm playing it also on the YouTube, on the YouTube on my channel. So, okay, so you are following now. Is that what you have on your screen? Make your own pizza. Where's my monitor? Make your own pizza. Beautiful. Okay, so type it for me in the chat box. Make your own pizza. Make your own pizza. You know, one of the things I not choose your own pizza. Make your own pizza. Make your own pizza. One of the things that I studied about pizza is that you can hardly find two pizzas or two pizza company that makes exactly the same pizza. Do you get that? You can hardly find two pizzas that are exactly the same. So what that means is, are you sure I am? Okay, let me stop this share. And so you can hardly find two pizzas that are exactly the same. So what that means is for everyone, if you look at this picture here, you will see this three pizzas here. They are all different in themselves. One is a bit reddish, one is a bit brownish, one looks like it has some grill on it. And so you can see all of these are the different things you see in your pizza. When you make your own pizza, when you choose your own pizza, today in your environment, you have different pizza companies. And one thing you will notice is that the pizzas are always tasting differently. So the outcomes you get in life will always be different from that of the other person because of what we call the word called choice. Somebody should type for me, choice, choice, choice. Choice will always make your own pizza, your own life, your own results, your own outcomes to be different from that of the other person. So what that means is that your choice in life will largely determine your outcomes, will largely determine how far you go, will largely determine what you get and what you don't get. So let me start by letting you know that life is about choices. Life is about choices, and that is why I will always encourage you to always ensure to choose right. Always ensure to choose right. Many people make choices without considerations for anything. They just do it because it's what suits them. If we all do what suits us, we always get the wrong result. We always all feel like having a little more sleep. We always all feel like not going out to work, not doing anything. We always all feel like having our way, having our way, doing what we want, sleeping when we want to sleep, eat all that you can eat. Today, our meals are regulated because of choices, because what you choose to eat will determine how your body feels per time. So many times, your body feels unwell because what you choose to eat. Some of us chose last night to eat to bed, maybe beans. Some of us chose to eat my. Some of us chose to take pap. However, you wake up this morning and feel like the choice of the meal you took yesterday. Some of us have decided anything after 6 in the evening, I'm not going to eat again. If I've not taken dinner by 6, I'm not going to eat. Your body will feel the way your choices looks. So that is why it's important in life that, because you can't make a choice A and expect an outcome that is at variance with your choice. Every choices you make will give you the kind of result that comes from such choices. And that's why if you choose to buy McDonald's pizza, you get the McDonald's taste. If you choose to buy Domino's pizza, you get the Domino's taste. You can't buy McDonald's pizza, you can't make McDonald's kind of pizza and get Domino's kind of taste. So we must understand that life is about choices, and our choices eventually smiles back at us or frowns back at us, because we will always get the kind of result of the choices that we make in life. So what are the various choices you can make? You can choose to be a victim or to be a victor. You can choose to be rich or to be poor. You can choose to play game. You can choose to play chance. You can choose to love. You can choose to hate. Many people will say, oh, nobody chooses to be poor. Everybody wants to be rich. Yes, we want to be rich, but the actions that we are playing out does not represent, it's the choices that we make. It is not what we say most often, it is what we do. So if you wish to be rich, to be wealthy, but your actions are on the opposite direction, your actions is also what resembles your choices, not your words, not what you say. So you must be saying and doing and choices of wealth to become wealthy. You must be saying and doing. But if you are saying things, or you are saying wealth, but you are acting poor, then your choice is actually the poor, because that's what you are acting. So you must choose. A victim keeps going around and around a problem, never gets past it, but a victor walks through a problem, no matter how frustrating it is, and gets a solution out of it. So what's your choice? Tell me in the chat room, what do you choose, to be a victim or to be a victor? What do you choose? Do you want to be a victim? Do you choose to be a victor? To be a victor, yes, that's what you are saying. But are you acting like a victor? Because your choices resembles what you act, not what you say. Anyone can say anything. Anyone can say I'm a billionaire. Anyone can say I want to be a billionaire. But what are your actions? What are you doing? If you want to be a billionaire, but you sleep early and wake late, then you know that your action is not what you will get in life. Your words, not what you get, but your action. So your choice always, most of the time, resembles your action, not your words, because anybody can say anything. Like we used to say, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. So do you choose to be wealthy or to be poor? Tell me in the chat box. Now, some of these things will now make you to go back to the video I was playing to say, if I choose to be a victim or a victor, then what am I supposed to become? Not so that I can become a victor. If you choose to be wealthy and not be poor, then what do I need to become in order to be wealthy? If you choose to play game or to play chance in life, then you will let your action resembles that. So if you choose to love or to hate, it's your action. So what do you choose, to love or to hate? Tell me what you choose. Do you choose to love? Do you choose to hate? You choose to love. We all seems to love, But I said in one of my presentation, I said that love is like a bank account. Love is like a bank account. You cannot expect to get what is not deposited in it. So today you see a lot of people love. They want to love. They want to be loved. but they are not depositing. You cannot not love people, but demanding love from them. The same way you cannot go to your bank where you have not made deposit of money to your account and tell the manager and write a check of 1 million just because you want 1 million. No, you must have deposited so that when it is time to withdraw, you withdraw. Many people today, they never show love, but when they need to be shown love, they demand for it without showing it. And most times they will never get it. So choose to love, choose to be a victor, choose to be wealthy, choose to play your life as game, not as chance. And when you do all of this, you will discover that it's very easy to make to be on the positive side in life. It is very easy to be on the positive side in life. All what you need to do is to always choose to do what is right. Choose to do what will take you to where you want to be. Choose to be a victor, not a vanquished. Choose to be wealthy and not to be poor. Choose to love and not to hate. Choose to be bold and not to be afraid. Choose not to be fearful. And today, I will go deeper in choices to discuss one of those options that I give here, to choose to play life game or play life as chance. Playing life as game and playing life as chance. So without you knowing what I'm going to talk about today, what do you think, which one do you think is better, to play life as game or to play life as chance? To play life as game or to play life as chance? Just tell me. I know you don't know. Probably you may not even know the direction of the of my talk. But okay, play life as game. Beautiful. Chance, beautiful. Chance, game. Life as game. Life as game. Life as chance. Life as game. Life as chance. Okay. Beautiful. Game, Chines is a game. Okay, beautiful. I know every one of us can choose to play life as game and life as chance, but let me tell you that the best side of life is to play life as what? Game. Thank you. Thank you, Olakunle. So play life as game. And I'm going to explain it to you so that you know the choices that you make. Many times in life, we just follow the crowd. Many times in life, we just see somebody doing something and we follow through, and that is why it's important to understand where someone is going before you follow them. Sometimes we see a lot of people, and because they are eloquent, because they can speak well, we just follow them without asking where they are going, without checking out where they are going. That's why many times when I make my presentation, I give people not just my current platform handles. I give them my original personal page handle so that you can trace me back 10 years ago. What was this guy saying? 20 years ago, what was this guy saying? 5 years ago, not just it just appeared today and he's saying this. We saw that young lady that won the world competition, the race competition last year for Nigeria. This lady said in one of the previous competitions about 5 years ago that she lost. She said she's going to keep being consistent until she mounts that podium and gets the award. She's going to 5 years, 6 years. She said it. She lost, but she said, I'm going to remain consistent. I have my eye on gold, and I'm going to get it. That is someone who knows where he's going, and he's pursuing it, she's pursuing it, and she actually got there. So to play life, you must ask yourself, where am I playing? And you must know many times, excuse me, it is not that we cannot play either way. It's just that you must know when you are playing life as game and when you are playing life as chance. What it is to you when you are playing life as chance, it's not the same to me when you are playing life as what is chance to might be game to me. And so I want to understand, but the best thing is to know that the best place to play is to play game. For example, every one of should understand the level that we have come to be. We are not and never going to always be on the same level. The ground is never always flat. There are valleys, there are mountains, there are slopes and all of that. So as long as the ground will never always be flat, you must understand where you play. You must play. Most time you must choose to play life as game. How does it mean to play life as game? To play life as game is to play within your own sphere. To play, for example, let me give an example. For example, it's beautiful sometimes when people say there's a land in Metama. I remember some months back, somebody took me to a land. I actually told the person I'm looking for a land. Some of me, myself, and my friends, we want to have a real, we want to have a, what do you call it? We want to have a kind of arrangement where we also build an estate. And so we're looking for land. And this person took me to this land, and we already defined what we are able to put together. And everyone already knows the part to play, what is his own portion to bring. And we have started gathering it. Then somebody saw one very nice land and took me there. And when I got there, the price was 3 times the maximum of our capacity. And so, and I said, wow, this place is nice. The person is saying, don't miss it. I say, I'm going to miss it because it is not within my defined capacity for this project. We have our defined capacity, and so I'm not going to play because it's nice. Not everything that is nice is meant for you for now, okay? You must understand, not everything that is nice is meant for you now. And that's why I tell people, so sometimes the things that you will have loved to do today, that you are incapable of doing, can become what you give away cheaply in 20 years' time. The place where people are buying land now, and that's what you will have loved to do. Oh, this is good place, but you don't have the capacity for it now. Let me tell you, if you play life as game, you will get to that point where that same thing you are giving it out as gift. But make sure that you are not playing. Make sure you are playing life as game, because where you play matters. What you play matters. I can play chance because, oh, sorry, let me put it this way. We can play the same game, and to you is chance, to me is game. For example, if somewhere, okay, you know, sometimes they will tell you a night of 1,000 laughs, and they'll tell you 100,000 per table. But you have a VIP table, it opens you up to be able to let me say a Toyota Corolla 2020 model. But to get that table is 200, or let's say 500,000. Then everybody, now if I put 500,000 to get that table, and I already have a Toyota that is even higher than the 2020 that they want to give in case I win the lottery, or I win the lucky deal, then I am playing game. For you, this is, you don't even have the 500,000. You went and gathered it. They said they are playing lucky deal, and in case I win, you went to borrow and then you put it into it. And what if you don't win? What that means is that you are playing life as chance. I have bought the ticket, the same ticket, but I picked the money. Number one, I have the car, so it's a matter of I'm going to enjoy my night of laugh. However, if I win, I win. If I don't win, I already have even more superior cars. That means I'm playing as game. So many times we are following people in competition. We are competing with people who are playing life as game and we are playing it as chance. It's one very wrong thing to do. Somebody said, he said, you are competing with somebody who is spending his profit, and you are spending your capital, your life savings, competing with someone who is spending profit. That is, you are living life as chance, competing with somebody who is living life as game. So you see some people today, if I choose to go and watch the World Cup, maybe I choose to watch World Cup, and it's just like less than 0.00001% of my entire value, or even my profit in a month, is what I spend to go and watch the World Cup. But somebody has gone there saving and saving for 3 years, and after 3 years it still remained like 200,000 to make it up, and so he went and borrowed the 200,000 to add to be able to go and watch the World Cup. That is living life as chance. Ladies and gentlemen, it's important that we understand that life is in levels, and not everyone will always be at the same level at the same time. And it does not also mean that those that are on a higher level, that you cannot overtake them as things goes by. But if you try to compete with them, you may never have to get to where they have been, even while they continue to move very fast. Some weeks ago in the world, the richest man in the world lost $500 billion. Wow, lost $500 billion. That is something some nations cannot lose and remain as a sovereign entity. They will be sold off. But one man lost it and is still out there owning big companies, owning all of that. Because for him, it's game. It's game. It doesn't kill. It can't. It's not sufficient to kill him that he lost $500 billion. If you check that out, it's bigger than some African biggest economies, African biggest countries' budgets. But yet one man lost it, and yet doesn't. It's not. It's just game. And the next day he's still buying assets and buying assets. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important in our journey this year to keep ourselves where we belong part-time, to keep playing where we belong part-time, so that as a thousandaire, you are still playing as game. You don't stretch yourself to the point that you start playing life as chance. Everyone has his game position. Everyone has his, especially when it is financial, everyone has his game position. And so play where it is game for you. Write it for me in the chat box. Play in that position that it's game for you. Don't play chance. Don't play chance. And stop playing chance. Stop getting out of your comfort zone to try to please someone or please yourself when you know that it's overstretching you. There are so many things, even in terms of seeking comfort. For somebody, something is comfort, but he can gently and quietly acquire it for comfort. For someone, like I said, going to celebrate Thanksgiving week in US is become an annual festival for him. So this Thanksgiving, if you understand, Thanksgiving is a festival kind of in the US. So he goes there. He celebrates his Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving week, and he returns back. It's just fun, it's just fun. He wants his children to see how the mood of Thanksgiving in US is. It's a national event. And for you, if your local celebration in your own village is still where you are playing as game, play it. A time probably will come, if it's part of your wish, that you play at that level, that you also begin to play at it. But when you stretch yourself, where at the time that you don't need to be stressed. So stretching is different from stressing. There are some stretching that will not stress me, but they will stress you financially. So you can stretch but don't stress. When you begin to stress is when you are playing life as chance and not life as game. Stretch. I want somebody to type it for me in the chat box. Stretch, but don't stress. Stretch, but don't stress. It's important for you. Tell somebody, I will stretch, I will not stress. There is a saying in the southwest part of Nigeria in Africa. They say that anything my hand cannot touch, I will tiptoe to get it. I will tiptoe to get it. It's not worth it most time. It's not worth it to tiptoe. Whatever your hand cannot stretch, if you cannot touch it, just relax. The next stretching, your hand cannot touch it, don't relax and go and prepare again. It's likely that the third time you are stretching, you are able to touch it because you have grown muscle more, your elasticity level had increased, and so it no more stress you to get it. But please, this year, make up your mind, whatever stresses you, you leave it. Don't stress. Stretch, but don't stress. Life, let me differentiate it for you. In life, there are things we must not stay in our comfort. That means we must stretch. In trying to get what ordinarily will not come to our beck and call is stretching. I have to ensure that no matter what time, I must ensure that I read at least 10 chapters of a book in a day, 5 chapters of a book in a day. That is stretching. I know my daily activity is loaded already, but I must still stretch. I know that I've made up my mind that I must watch 2 videos every day, or 1 video every day, 1 motivational video every day, and then it doesn't matter. That is stretching. You know, your day is loaded with activities, you are stressed up, you are tired, but you still stretch. Stretching grows your muscle. Stressing douses down your life. Stretching builds your capacity, builds you up in strength, builds you up in tenacity, builds you up in consistency. Stretching is good for every man. Stretching is like an athlete training, but stressing is an athlete wanting to cut down the opponent just to win. Okay, so you can stretch, but please don't stress. This year, make up your mind. Whatever you need to get, whatever you need to become, to be able to get to that goal that you have set for yourself this year, stretch and get it. Stretch and do it. That activity that you promise yourself you must do, stretch and do it. Leave your comfort zone. You have said to yourself, this year, I must make sure that I speak to somebody about my business, at least 50 people in a day. And it's 4 p.m. You have only spoken to 3. Stretch. Stretching builds capacity. Stretching builds consistency. But don't stress. Don't stress. When you stretch, you are playing well. But when you stress, you are losing out gradually, because when you continually stress, you will over time be depressed. You will over time be discouraged. You will over time discover that even the stressing does not give you the required result, because when you stress, you lose strength. But when you stretch, you gain strength, you build capacity, you build tenacity. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's important for us to know this, because knowledge sometimes is what makes you play well in the game of life. Knowledge is what makes you play well in the game of life. Many times, even the things we are doing, the stressing we are doing, that's why I've said it over and over. When I had one of our presenters 3 weeks ago say that don't hustle. The hustling is not, I've said it even in this masterclass before, that hustling is a solution to boredom and not to poverty. Somebody can type it for me. Hustling is a solution to boredom and not a solution to poverty. So hustling will never get you there. Knowledge, stretching, capacity building, tenacity building, attending trainings, telling yourself this year, I'm not going to miss any of these financial master classes every Saturday. I'm not going to miss it. And with that, you just discover that as you attend, there is something that you get every day. Nobody seems to be typing in the chat room. Are you still hearing me? So you discover that there's something you get that you can put to use in the week. Before Saturday, again, it has gotten you result. On Saturday, there's something again you get that also that you will pursue and use during the week. And then you see that building up, result is building up. Result is gradually building up, because result don't build up overnight. Result build up over time. Okay, did you hear that? Results don't build up overnight. Results build up over time. And it is these activities and goals that you set for yourself, and as you struggle to meet them, you are building reach your goals. So, ladies and gentlemen, understand the power of chance. Understand the defect of game, the power of game, and the defect of chance. Make sure that you play well where you belong. Don't play well where everybody's playing well. Okay? It is not wise to want to play where everybody is playing. Is the richest man in the world. He's achieved this. I want to achieve it now. I want to do it now. No, play well in your space. You must understand it, that it is not good to attempt to play well across the globe. Play well in your space. Some years back, I asked a particular group that I supervise to develop a vision. And they said they want to become number, and I say it's a short-term vision of 1 year. So they said they want to become the number one in the world. And I told them, I said, this is not, if you put it on the scale of SMART goals, it is not achievable. It is over ambitious. So let's first start by playing well in our space. Then you can move to play well in the region. Then you can move to play well across the globe. So, ladies and gentlemen, you must know that it is not, you might think it is being pushful. Learn your space, understand your space, understand where next you want to play, and play well there. Don't attempt to play well, it will stress you. Okay. And so this afternoon, I want you to put for me in the chat box 1 or 2 things that you have learned today. Put it for me in the chat box, 1 or 2 things that you have learned. Somebody type in now. 1 or 2 things that you have learned today as we begin to round up. Let me also, don't stretch. Let me also tell you, in case you are attending this meeting, to attend this meeting is very free. But there's another level where somebody is holding your hands throughout the year on financial matters, and these persons are called mentors. Mentorship is a short course. Mentorship is a short course to success. It's a wise man's short course to success. And I define mentors are men who have toured the path that you desire to tour, but you can just climb their shoulder to cross the path. So it took them 20 years to tour, but you can just climb their shoulder and they take you there in 2 months. Okay? So you need a financial mentor if you must play well in the game of finance, if you must step up in the game of finance, if you must play and be who you want to be financially, you must get a financial mentor. That is the purpose of this community. We are raising people from helping them to move from scratch into wealth. And We help them through the building of their mindset, building of their capacity, training them in mind, in capacity, in skill, and then also showing them some personal financial principles that we either make a man to get it or to lose it. And so as we learn it, we also compel every mentee to understand the power of discipline and sacrifice the journey to wealth. Because no matter how much you try, no matter how much you apply this principle, somebody listened to me, somebody saw me in a program yesterday, and she walked up to me, she said she wanted to say something to me. She said, everything you have taught, I have done, and life is not better. Say, what else do I do? I said, we need to sit down one-on-one. Do you understand? He said, everything you have taught, I have done, and life has not become better. I said, so we need to sit one-on-one. There are so many times in life, we think we can do it alone, but most times, nobody achieves greatness doing it alone. You need somebody to hold your hand. The result that will take 30 years for you to achieve, you can achieve it in 3 months. You can achieve it in three years if somebody is holding your hand. If somebody who has walked through that life path is holding your hand and showing you, I fell here, don't step there. I missed my step here and it took me 3 years to fix my bones. Don't go there. You know, when you have that kind of person walking with you, holding your hands, then you know that instead of 30 years, 3 years is possible, 3 months is even possible. So that's the same thing I'm telling you, but I always want to also emphasize that, please, before you register as a former member of this community, you can attend all the trainings if you want without being a registered member. But if you want to register, make sure you have thought about it, make sure you have made up your mind, make sure you have looked at everything, you look at every dependency and make sure that you are ready to go. Because when you become a registered member of this community, you lose your control over your finance, because as a financial mentor and the lead mentor of this community, I ensure that God helping us with some of the things that will be showing you and what to do, what not to do in 5 years, should be able to beat your chest and say, I cannot be poor again by the grace of God. And so to be able to also achieve that, we need a big support from you to make sure that all the trainings you are attending, to make sure that at least 50% of your income as you earn it, you also put it into investment. We show you what tools to apply to invest. And then you also make sure that you help this community to grow. Somebody invited you, also you invite someone else also, so that the community also grows. So ladies and gentlemen, if you thought about this thing, maybe you have attended 20 times and you are still considering it, man up and take your decision today. But if you are not very sure, please still come on Saturday, listen to the next lecture, and keep listening and keep listening. One day it will make sense for you to see why you really need somebody to be holding your hand as a mentor. So in case you have really made up your mind to join and everything, and I know some people are also here who have spoken to me, but I say I don't join. People don't join this community from the back door. People join in the middle of the class. So one of my secretaries will be dropping the link now in case you have made up your mind. But please listen, you are going to lose control over your handling your finance yourself if you join. I'm going to tell you what not to put your money into, what not to do. We are going to together build your budget for you so that you are not just spending as you see, you are spending as guided. And so if you are that one that have made up your mind and you are going to be accountable by submitting your 1 year statement of account every year. Every year you submit the 1 year. So every January you submit the statement of account for last year, so that we can also open your eyes to see where you are losing money and why you are losing money. So the link is there. Please join if you want to join. If you have thought well about it, join. But if you are still considering it, please, I will give you continually enough time to be able to take that decision. And so the link is there. I'm just watching to see if anybody's joining, but please, and please make up your mind. Take time to make up your mind to join, okay? And I'm sure by the time you are in, you will understand what it means to be in this community, because how is it possible that you are living with 50% of your income only and you are giving out 50% for investment, and they will tell you we already moved beyond 50%, we are doing 60, we are doing 62. Today, as the lead mentor, I do 82% of my income, my family income, every month. As we earn, as I get, I do 82%. So if I do 82%, you can do 50, you can do 70, you can do 60, okay? But the minimum requirement is 50% of every income you earn, including gifts, including cash gifts. Thank you for coming on this meeting today. My name remains Yemi Ayodele, the lead mentor of community. Stay tuned. Join us again next week, Saturday by 2 p.m. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. And let me drop this word for you. The ground is filled up. Everybody's playing on the ground. Majority are playing on the ground. You need to step up and play in the space where only a few play. And that's what we call success.